Hi, welcome to my channel Mostly Knitting. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new here, I'm Tash, and this is my daughter Alex. And this is normally a weekly podcast where I talk usually about the knitting that I've been doing during the week, and I also put out regular tutorials. But today's video is a special episode where we're going to be discussing some bag making kits that were sent to us by Babylon Leather. So Babylon Leather reached out to me a few weeks ago and asked if I would be interested in making and reviewing some of their bag making kits. And I chatted with Alex about it, and Alex said she'd be interested as well. So they generously sent us each a bag to make. So there's a lot that's already done for you, but there is still a lot that is part of your process of making the bags. So it does come in pre-cut pieces with pre-punched holes, but the kit does include everything that you need to make it, and there's also video tutorials, step-by-step video tutorials for all of the processes. So the bag that I chose was the Birkin tote bag, bi-colour large, and I had a choice of gold hardware or silver, so I chose the large size and the gold hardware. I just thought it looked really nice and really elegant, so that was the one I picked.
And I chose the Abbey Lock bag in the colour haze blue, and I got that in a large just because I've been needing a bag for my work and it's 34 centimetres, so it's big enough to fit my laptop in.
Right, so now I don't do, this is if you've been here before, this is a knitting channel, so I'm mostly showing the knitting that I've been making, but I do sometimes crochet and I weave, not a lot, and I do like to sew. This is very different. This is hand sewing and sewing leather. Now, I have done some hand sewing before. I've done some sashiko embroidery and I've done some visible mending on jeans, but I've never worked with leather before.
And I've done textiles in year 9 and 10, and that involved a bit of hand sewing, but never with leather.
So that's new. Yeah, that's new for both of us. So we're definitely very glad that there are tutorials online for this, and other people who have also reviewed the bags, sometimes they have also put a video of their processes. The kit also, it comes where you can choose your own thread, so you can customize that, but we both just chose, because this is our first time sewing with leather, we both chose the one that comes like the default one, which more closely matches the leather, because I think that will hide perhaps any mistake or our own sort of embellishments, or and maybe for a future project we might sort of change it up a little and choose a contrasting thread. But I think if this is your first time in bag making or working with leather, it's probably not a bad idea to just go with the thread that more closely matches the leather. So this is our first, we're going to do a video now of us unboxing the package, and then maybe towards the end of this video we'll put a little bit on us sort of getting started sewing, and then we'll do another video later with our finished bags and our thoughts on the kits and any tips that we might have as well. That's something that I really like to share. This is definitely new for me. Maybe if you've worked with leather before or you've done a lot of hand sewing, this is all new to you, but I'll certainly share from my experience, and so will Alex, of what we've learned. So here's the kit. It arrived. I ordered it they sent it on the 28th of October, which was a Monday, and then it arrived 9 days later. So that was pretty quick. It's free worldwide shipping. Now it comes in a very plain box without any branding, which I actually really appreciate, because all of that logoed boxes and everything costs money, so it just means that they're keeping costs down. And that would just end up in the bin anyway, right? So so we're going to open that up, and now there are two bags in here. Sorry, there'll be a bit of noise. I might and I might, after this, do a little video so you can see more clearly what's in it. Oh, it's very exciting. I love kits. I love it when they have everything that you need in it, so you don't have to go hunting for, do I have a store near me that has the particular kinds of snips or whatever. So let me see. Oh, is there only one bag in here? Maybe this is just my bag.
No, this is mine.
Oh, that's yours?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oh, that must... It doesn't look haze blue. Oh, maybe it's, oh, I'm looking at the interior of it. So, okay, I'll let Alex show you her stuff. Oh, look. Sorry, I'll stop talking. This is Alex's. This is Abby Lock. So, and this is what I saw, and I thought that's not Alex's colour, but
it's the inside.
It's the inside. I'll let you open it.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Okay, so that's the exterior of the bag, and that's the interior.
So interior colour.
Yeah, so you're not going to get confused as to which is the outside. Because sometimes, you know, when you're sewing and you're like, which is the wrong side, which is the right side of the fabric, well, that's really obvious.
And it's also good to have a lighter colour inside your bag, so you can find things.
Yes, definitely.
I've got...
Oh, you've got an interior pocket too.
This is... Oh, that's nice. I've got...
With even an... Oh. Sorry, I'll stop grabbing yours. So that must be something to do with like the top of it. Top zipper. Yeah.
There's that.
Maybe that's the base. I'm sure when we watch the videos we'll figure out what all these pieces are. Oops. We don't want to lose anything.
There's some more of the compartments. Lots of little
strappy bits.
Thingies.
Okay.
This is the bag handle.
Or maybe the inside the handle to keep it...
Inside handle.
Yeah, like the something to make it sturdier.
These are the little tags for the outside of the bag.
Okay.
And then little extra pieces, maybe.
Yeah. I'm sure when we watch the videos it will tell us. So it doesn't look like there's actual word instructions. That's very noisy. I'll just pop that down there.
Sorry.
That's okay. And then there's like a little, what do you call it? A Ziploc bag with a lot of the tools and stuff. So do you want to actually open that up and see what you've got in there? Oh, what that is. Maybe that's like a little scarf that you hang off your bag, like a little.
Oh, I thought you were
like you sort of
your neck.
Like off the side of the bag. I don't know. It's pretty though.
This is the handle.
Okay.
Careful.
Yeah, I'm not going to lose anything.
Yeah, that's the back handle, I'm assuming.
Yep. I like that it is actually all protected, right? So, oh, snippers. Yep. Yeah, we need those. Okay, I'll just keep that away from me.
This is my thread. And it matches.
Yeah, it matches the bag. So that's the thread. Actually, I'll put that up against the...
Oh, this is cool. This is the little lock thing.
Oh yeah, because it's called the Abby Lock bag.
It's got little finger thingy.
Oh, like finger protectors?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So that's the thread.
And then there's my little lock.
And I'm sure you got a needle and stuff in there.
I got a screwdriver.
We were looking for something like that to fix your glasses earlier, weren't we?
I got little needles.
Okay. Yep.
And a paper clip.
No, it's a bulldog clip. So you actually, I have watched a few of the videos already. So when you put two pieces of fabric together and you're about to sew them,
then you use
clip it like that. So because you're going to go through one hole and then another hole, and you want to make sure you're not sort of going through on an angle. So so that's Alex's kit. Very exciting. We have to make sure we'll put all this. Actually, you know what? Let's just pop this over here so we don't get the two mixed up. All right, and I have a oh, hello.
Is this in the bag?
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe that's to put your needles in.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Interesting.
Very cute. So my bag was a like a 2-color bag. It's the Birkin bag by color. So it's got like a. Sorry, there will be a bit of noise on this. Oh, feel that. How nice is that?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, the quality of the leather feels really nice. Now this looks the same on both sides, so I'm going to have to be a little bit more careful. Oh, this one has a little bit of stitching already. They've already done it for me. A little bit of stitching. Perhaps, see, the top of the bag is very, very thick, so that itself would have been too much for me to get like an by hand through that. So mine's already a little bit done. For me,
need really strong muscles.
Yeah, I couldn't have done that. But see, I've got different coloured little scarves, like little mini scarves. Yeah, I like your colours. So I'll show you my thread. I've got a lot, obviously, of the same stuff. I've got Oh, my thread's white. Oh yeah, it is white. So mine's a bit trickier. I'm gonna have to watch those videos a lot. So this is the default color, which is obviously very contrasty. So I'm gonna have to be very careful.
Because it is a bi-color bag.
Yes, yeah. So they couldn't have just picked the one. Anyway, I've got lots of little bits in here. I'm very excited, but like because I am a planner, I'm gonna watch the video for my bag from start to finish. I'm not sure if Alex is going to do the same.
I'll just wing it.
Just wing it. But yes, I'm much more of a planner. But we can do it together. So if I've learnt something that's maybe not relevant, like we're making 2 different bags, but if it's a skill that I've learnt about, oh, this is a little easier way to, maybe hold the piece between your knees to get some grip, or I've already watched a little bit of the videos, or one of the things that they talk about is making sure that because you actually go into the same hole a couple of times, that when you go in a second time, you don't pierce the thread. It's like, when you're knitting and you don't want to skewer the yarn, and then that looks really messy. So if you're going into the same hole a second time, you want to sort of go alongside the thread that's already in there, not into the middle of it. So that will just make it not look as good. So yeah, so we're pretty much ready to get started. But I think for me, well, I'm not ready to get started. I need to watch some videos and then we can get started. And what I would recommend is, if you can, because this is not going to be done in one sitting. From what I understand, just the physicality of putting the needle through the leather can be quite tiring on your hands. So it's probably best to do something in a series of stages, maybe do sort of an hour at a time. And so you don't end up losing things. We'll probably set up a place around the house where we just keep everything, so that we can just go to that place and work on it when we're ready to work on our bags. So yep, we'll be putting in a little more videos following this of how we're progressing, and then we'll do another video at the end. So wish us luck. Just a quick update. I did find the shipping list in the box, and it actually has QR codes for the tutorials. And so I've got 2 ones for mine, and Alex has 2 for hers. So that's probably your first port of call. But there are also links to the tutorials. If you go to the Babylon Leather website and you go to the bag that you purchased, there is a link to the tutorials at the bottom. But obviously that's probably where you should start. All right, so Alex and I have set up I've set up our materials. Alex is on one side, mine's on the other. And while I'm getting myself busy prepared, Alex has already launched in. So she's already threaded her needles and is starting the first section of her Abbey Lock bag, and I've only just managed to open up my thread. So I think she's going to be a little ahead of me on this. I also have a ton of pieces. So yes, I'm not sure whether I've bitten off a bit more than I can chew, but that's all right, one step at a time. So I'm going to thread my needle. Alex has already threaded.
I'm trying to pull it out.
Yeah, and I'm really scared about her. At least she's got glasses on. So Alex's bit starts quite tricky. She's got to get through 3 layers. So I don't know.
Maybe I need one of the finger protectors.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that might. I've just put hand cream on, which probably wasn't very intelligent. So yeah, that might make it easier to grip. No.
Okay, so I got it through
that part. Also, maybe you can get a part through each bit.
Oh, let's go.
I thought that was trouble. I'm going to thread my needle. My piece starts a little easier. This is like my inner pocket lining, and I just have to sew. I just have to sew this bit down, maybe 5 pinholes down. So I still haven't threaded my needle though. I'm so scared of doing anything wrong that I just stop at every point, and I have to go back in the video, and then I wanted to just be able to go back 10 seconds, and I had no idea how to do that, and Alex just showed me that just the arrow to the left takes you back 10 seconds. So if you already knew that, well, probably maybe everybody knew that, but I didn't know that.
I think that's common knowledge.
Probably for most people, given how much YouTube I watch, I should know that. But in case you don't know, if you do the arrow to the left, that's back 10 seconds, and if you do the arrow to the right. And look, I've got, what have you got? You've got that down, and I have...
a threaded needle.
I've more than threaded my needle. I have 1 stitch. So I think I'm going to have to do a little bit of this when Alex is out, so that because I will not keep up with her, that's for sure. I just keep pausing the video, and then it's like I have made so much IKEA in my life and made it wrong that I'm quite nervous about doing things incorrectly. So
I just send it.
Yes, and then we'll deal with the
repercussions later.
Yes, we are two very different people. This isn't so hard.
I'd forgotten about how much of this I actually have done before.
Hand sewing?
Yeah, like just in textiles and embroidering stuff on clothes, and like even in like year 9 and 10 textiles, like I learned a blanket stitch, a straight stitch, all the different kinds of stitches I kind of learned. So I feel like this is...
So I'm the newbie. This show me.
Yeah, I'm kind of a beast at it already, but...
I'm trying to work out, like, if it matters. You know, you're not supposed to pierce the thread itself. You got to go like on either side, and I'm not sure if it matters if you go like on the left of the thread or the right of the thread, or stay consistent, or and Alex just said it doesn't matter.
So I have finished sewing that piece on with all the threads. I just have to stick this up, glue it, but I'm going to do that later. So this is done.
We were meant to get some glue in the pack. Well, I think we were, but I didn't see any glue. But when I've watched other people's videos on this, some of them have been cutting it close and using a lighter and then just pressing on it afterwards. So we might investigate that.
So anyway, I finished this one,
yeah.
And I have...
I'm going to do the other one?
Wherever it is. I'm going to do the other one of this.
Okay, and I am still working on my first seam, but not too bad. Not too bad for my first go. Trying to be consistent.
I like that it's already pre-pierced.
Yeah.
All the little holes. It makes it easy to not do it unevenly.
Yeah, you know where you're supposed to go. So I finished my first seam, and I'm really happy with that for my first go. And I've just cut those 2 bits off, and I think I'll just leave them for now, and I'll try the burn method, but I might try practicing on something else first before I practice on the actual leather.
So I have finished sewing 2 of these. It's the stitching around the outside of this as well as the hook. I've done that on the other one as well.
And that was pretty hard for your first thing. It had to go through 3 layers.
I had to go through 3 things, but because the hole's already pre-pierced, it's not as difficult. It's just like trying to find and get it in the right spot. But we started at 1 o'clock and it's now around 2. So I've spent an hour setting up, figuring out how to do everything, and started the first 2 steps. So I'm happy.
Yeah, well done. I have, mine has been a lot easier in the sense that the leather's a lot softer, and I've only, because this is the inside, and I only had 2 things to go through, but I've done 1 seam, and then I'm in the process of going along here and then coming down, and then I haven't even looked at what the next step is. I'm just, 1 bite at a time. And yeah, so we've got it all set up here, and I've just got a tablecloth on the table with Alex's equipment over here, mine here, and I've got the tablecloth is long enough that I'm just going to fold it over and push the table against the, and then anytime I want to work on it, I'll just, unfold it, but I really don't want to lose any of the little bits. So, and I also don't want to have to make it harder for myself or Alex by packing everything away and having to unpack it. So it is going to stay set up on this table that doesn't really get used very much. And yeah, so we'll keep going, and we're going to upload this just to let people know that, like, about it as a product. I'm loving it. It's lots of fun. I don't do a lot of hand stitching, but I've never made a bag before. The leather is really beautiful and soft, and I'm really excited to finish it. Alex's sister just came in and was very curious at what we were doing, and I've sent her a link to Babylon Leather to pick herself a bag. So she wasn't super keen on these styles, but
maybe it
when
was the colour as well. She wanted a black bag.
Yes,
because hers is falling apart.
Yeah, and she's very particular about what she wants. And there are so many different kinds of bags. So I just sent her a link to the website and said pick one. So yeah, hopefully we'll be back soon with another video with our a little bit more of our progress and our finished bags. Hopefully it won't take us too long. I'm not going to wait only for when Alex is around. I think I might steal in here. I think I've got more steps on mine than Alex anyway, so I might, and it's kind of addictive. Like, I definitely want to finish this this little section, but I do have to go write reports and stuff. So yes, but it's been fun so far, and we'll be back hopefully soon with finished bags.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Mostly Knitting. This is A-Dog. Mum's just gone to get dressed, so making a bag. I got my little stuff. Mum's running around in the background. I've done the first step, which is on that. I've put this on that, and then I'm gonna sew it on that, I think. Still watching the video, so yeah, guys. I'm just gonna wing it. Gonna see how we go. I need thread 2 times the length. How do you? Oh, got it. So use thread 2 times the length. So about here. And then I'll cut it with my skizzers. Yep, we're just going to cut it here. Nice. Oh, I forgot to pause the video. Okay. Now, I need 2 needles. I'm going to be doing something called a double needle stitching seam. Don't know what that is. We'll give it a go. So I've got my 2 needles. So I thread this through this bad boy. I hate threading needles. Got it.
You got the idea?
I'm filming right now. What? Do you want to watch it?